Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we're going to be looking at some action cameras. We were in the market and we were looking for some new action cameras that we wanted to use out hunting this year, and when we're out just enjoying the outdoors, doing some hiking and fishing and out playing in the water and all that kind of stuff. So we wanted to look at options that were going to be waterproof for us, something that was going to be able to take some abuse, and we definitely are known for doing that when we're out on the road. So we're taking a look at two different cameras. I, of course, got one for myself, and then we got one for my son as well. Some of you know and some of you don't. You might be new to the channel, so the whole inspiration to the channel itself was all due to my 6-year-old son just watching way too much YouTube with me and saying, "Hey Dad, why don't we do some fun stuff like that and do some videos outdoors and just show what we like to do here in North Idaho." So anyway, that's what we're doing. So just trying to involve him, so went ahead and got him the $30 DBPower EX7000. 30 bucks. Just jumped on Amazon. We grabbed that. 2-day shipping. Gotta love it. The CAMPARK V30 was a purchase that we spent a little bit more time doing product reviews, looking at, doing our studying just to find out what we were getting into, find out would be an amazing product and something of the equivalent of that big brand out there that we all know, right? So anyway, that's what we're doing today. So we're going to be taking a look at these two cameras. I'm going to talk about the differences and talk about the price differences as well as the differences in the actual cameras themselves. So we'll kind of tear into these separately, and I'll kind of show you the biggest differences and talk about the upside or downside, or, you know, I'll give an honest opinion. Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll tear into these guys and we'll see what is actually in the boxes and take a look at all the little fun things they come with for what we're paying for them, right? So anyway, I'll start with this DBPower EX7000. Like I said, I just watched a couple product reviews and read some reviews and stuff online about this guy for our 6-year-old son, Waylon. He wanted an action camera to keep up with Dad and get his point of view, and I thought that would be really interesting. I thought that was a good idea. So for Christmas, we got him this camera, and this one is the 14 megapixel. It's a 4K, which is really cool. We're comparing two different 4Ks at different price ranges, which is really neat. It's got a 170-degree angle lens. It has Wi-Fi, so you can connect and share the media or make, you know, edit changes or anything you want to do with that. The other cool part about this is it came with the remote control that is actually a little watch that just hooks to your wrist, and you're able to take shots with that. So I thought that was kind of a neat feature. It's all touchscreen, Wi-Fi enabled, you know, 4K. Did I mention that? So, you know, we're talking 30 bucks on Amazon, guys. So, I mean, it's hard to beat that, right? You've got this gorgeous little camera there, and it's all touchscreen. It's just a 2-button operation, and then all the rest of the operations happen on the actual touchscreen. So, yeah, if you just pop this sucker open and pull the camera out, then that's what you're looking at. 2-button operation, as I was saying. It's got the screen on the back, it's all touchscreen, 4K. You're able to use your SD cards and share the information that way, or you can share the information through Wi-Fi, which is really, really cool for a $30 4K camera. It's kind of mind-blowing. Everything I've read about it, all the reviews I've watched, it's just a really solid little inexpensive camera. I mean, it's something that you could buy and, you know, strap on your Jeep when you're out wheeling or out hunting, and you drop it down a cliff or something like that, and you're not going to care as much as if you dropped one of these guys, or if you dropped that big brand name that we all know. So anyway, in the box you're going to find the camera itself. You're going to get obviously, you know, the manual for it, let you know what's going on with it. You actually get a bunch of fun little stuff. So like I said, you get that watch that is your remote control, so you can power it on and off, and you can take pictures and video and everything right from your wrist because it's all Wi-Fi enabled. So really neat option. They give you some tools, they give you some extra hardware that you can connect all your other hardware pieces. So it comes with kind of a basic standard just stick-on attachment style kit that you could hook to different stuff. You know, you could buy the straps that hook through it. You could hook this stuff on the side of a car or an ATV or your four-wheeler. I'm sure my son's going to break out the RC car and go Home Alone style on it, right? So I'm sure that's in the near future. He'll be strapping this thing to a car and having a blast with it. I'm positive of that. That's got to be a for sure knowing my son. And you guys that follow the page a lot, I'm sure that, you know, you guys have kind of put together that he's a fun kid. He likes to go wild with me and have a good time, and we get out there. It's awesome. I have 2 other children that are the absolute same way, so it's just a total blast. Right, so anyway, with this one, it comes in a really nice package. You've got your CAMPARK V30 is the name of this guy, and it comes with even more goodies. As I was saying about these things, they're just fully loaded. It's amazing. Your camera is obviously just set up in here, and you just take it off this guy here. It's got your weatherproof case just like the other one. You can pop the latch and pop the sucker open, and the camera comes right out. Touch screen as well, 4K. Can't beat it. We'll get into the actual options on these 2 guys here in just a second, but obviously just super top notch, well worth the money you're going to spend on this guy. Love it. Love them both, to be quite honest. They've both got their ups and downs, right? So anyway, this guy comes with all kinds of fun stuff too. So you've got all the different attachments. The even cooler thing with this camera is you have the charger for the battery, with 2 batteries in fact. So that will help, right? That saves you some cashola. Comes with all the different attachments. This one's really loaded. I mean, you've got ones that you could hook on like a handlebar on a bike if you were doing some mountain biking, or different car attachments. I mean, you name it. This stuff could hook on helmets. Like I said, it's got the 2 different batteries, which is just killer. You don't have to buy an extra battery yet. You've got a couple of them you can go out in the field with. You've got all your wiring to do your charging. You've got all your different kinds of attachments. It's got a few different stick-on attachments that you could hook on to different stuff. There's even one for your tripod. You know, you can strap it on there, and for anything really, stuff like this. You know, you could even do your little reviews and stuff. You could strap it onto something and make it really easy for you. So anyway, that is kind of the unboxing on these 2 cameras, you guys. So again, we're talking about the DBPower EX7000. We're talking about the CAMPARK V30. Now I want to get into some specifics on these, the differences, the ups and downs. So let's talk price. That's the #1 issue on everyone's mind usually when it's coming to budget-minded cameras like these. So with the CAMPARK V30, which is a fairly new camera on the market, it's come out in the last year, top notch, just cool as can be. You can't beat that. This thing was right around the range of $100. $100 to $130 is what you're usually going to find it on. Anywhere online, you could probably just jump on Amazon and grab that if you wanted to. The DBPower, this is about a $30 camera. So for the most part, you're going to find this between $20 and $35, let's say. So they're both 4K, as I said before. They do have, you know, some differences. With the CAMPARK, you're talking more of like the Cadillac of more inexpensive cameras, you know. So you've got a 20 megapixel camera here. You've got just amazing resolution options. You've got 4K, as I said. I mean, the frames per second are just killer. You could go 1080p and you get 60. Yeah, you get 60 frames per second, and then the 720, if you drop down to 720, you'd be sitting at 120 frames per second. So if you're trying to do some slow motion stuff, guys, this CAMPARK is really neat, the options it has. And let me not fail to mention the fact that this has a gyroscope style stabilization. So this and most of the action cameras out nowadays have an electronic stabilization, which is great. It's amazing. I mean, we've come leaps and bounds with cameras. But when you're talking about spending a little bit more cash, you're going to get into a higher echelon camera, something that has the gyroscope style stability. So this thing is just going to look killer on the move. Anything you're doing is just going to look just unreal. The cool thing about both of these is they're both 170-degree angle lens, so you're getting the same view on both of them. You're just getting a few different options, give or take. You know, you have a camera that's a 14 megapixel still shot camera, and then you have a camera that's 20 megapixel camera. So you can obviously see the upgrades there. But all in all, guys, I'm probably not going to waste your time posting a bunch of videos of the actual video difference. I know we've all watched a lot of those videos, and a lot of the time, unfortunately, there's not a big difference, especially when you're talking 4K. Once you get into the slower speeds and you're trying to slow that video down, then you're going to start seeing some bigger differences. You know, even the DBPower is got good frames per second, but it is going to be much lower than the CAMPARK. So keep that in mind. If you know, you can always get into your editing software, and I'm sure you can dial in exactly what you want it to look like and stuff. But you're going to be more limited, obviously, with the frames per second. So if you're looking to get more of that professional look, you're looking for that big name brand look, I would probably stick with something more like a CAMPARK. Like I said, you are talking about 3 to 4 times the cost for this camera than you are for the DBPower. You know, that being said, you get 2 batteries with this. It comes with the charger. This, you get just a single camera that you got to recharge. So it's give or take, right? So there's definitely some differences between them. The DBPower already has its battery in it. It is removable, and you could probably get a charger for it. It didn't come that way. It just came with a little charger cord, so we're just going to roll that way with it. With this, you know, the CAMPARK, you get the little station, so that'll be really handy just to pop our batteries in that station, and when it's time to go out on a hunt or a fishing trip, or just messing around with the kids at the beach or whatever we plan to do, we'll be able to grab a couple batteries and roll out, and we'll be set. With that being said, obviously you're going to have to get SD cards. With the 4K cameras, they do want you to get some upgraded stuff. Let me grab mine real quick. So with these ones, I'm actually going with the EVO Plus. It's a 128 gigabyte card. So this is going to work out killer. This would work out in either camera, and that would give you exactly what you're going to need. We just jumped on Amazon to pick that up. I think it was around $20, $25. I haven't used it yet, so I can't really give you a solid review on it, but it's Samsung, good name brand card. It wasn't cheap, so I would imagine it would work out great for anybody. So keep that in mind as well. You know, when you guys are going out there looking for a card, I would definitely suggest one of these. We read a bunch of reviews and stuff like that, and these are killer for these cameras, so can't go wrong with that. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you kind of the bits and pieces here, and go over the ups and downs of this whole thing. But I want to keep this video somewhat short, and I'm sure it's already a little bit long. So anyway, guys, those are the differences. You're talking, you know, right around 30 bucks, right around 100 to 130 bucks, and they do have the differences. But either way, it's always fun to have different cameras of different sorts, whether it be a higher end or a lower end. Both of these I would consider kind of a mid-end. They're going to give you amazing videos. I know for sure the CAMPARK's going to give you a much better video, especially if you're trying to get the frames per second to slow things down. That's going to work out better for you. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see how these things take abuse. We'll see which ones hold up longer for us, you know. So final thoughts, guys, on these cameras. Obviously, you're going to get what you pay for, right? So your CAMPARK V30 is going to be right around $100 to $130. You're getting amazing features. Oh, one correction I wanted to make for you. This one actually does have the multi-button function. So this one is not touchscreen. I'm sorry, I said they both were earlier. And this one actually is button, and the DBPower is the touchscreen. So that's the difference with those. Like I said, they give or take. The difference is the plus and minuses of both cameras. So they both have really cool features, but I would say if you have the money, I would go with the CAMPARK. They just offer all the awesome features of a high echelon camera for a mid-grade price. So I would absolutely suggest the CAMPARK. That being said, you might see me end up buying 3 or 4 of these guys, because for the price point they give you an amazing video. You can hook them all over the place. So, you know, it's got its ups and downs. When it comes to action cameras, what can they take? Are they going to take the abuse, or are they not? We'll find out. Only time will tell. Anyway guys, I just wanted to close out the video by thanking you all once again for joining me for another product review. My name's Tony Shields. Our channel is Great Outdoors 208. Please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button right below. It means the world to us. If we helped you today with a little bit of information, please hit the like button on the video as well. And if you have some folks that would be interested in knowing this knowledge, share the video. We love it. So hey guys, comment below. Let us know if this helped you, if this was a good review, if it was fun. And I look forward to seeing you again real soon. We'll be back with you. So, Tony Shields, Great Outdoors 208. See you next time.